Before we get into this episode, I just want to tell you that the sweet sounds you are hearing is all thanks to the SHURE MV7 podcast microphone. These are industry leading and by far the best microphones we have ever used. So thank you so much to SHURE and thank you so much to planetworld.co.za for hooking us up with these amazing microphones. I'm pretty sure that we will be spreading a lot of uneducated knowledge with the world using these. So thank you guys so much. Let's get into the episode.
My goodness, you must have me confused with the other Dan. Goodness.
How would you handle getting hit by a car?
Probably really well.
Is it-
Yeah, I think I would.
I think Connor handled it very well. Did you see the video?
He had a lot of grace in that video. Actually, like, he looks like such a nice guy if you hit him with a car.
Yeah.
Like,
He looks like a very nice guy. Imagine just the amount of panic, sheer panic the guy in the car had. Like
Yeah.
knowing, like, I just hit Conor McGregor.
you're already panicked. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like you're going to hit anyone with your car and be like,
Yeah.
damn man. You're going to instantly panic. And then the guy gets up. You're like, great.
It's
UFC,
probably the poster boy for Ireland. I just hit.
UFC superstar.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor. Not great.
So apparently he was driving and it was like just as the sun was going under, he just literally just didn't see Connor in the middle of the road.
I can
And
understand that.
yeah.
Like, I mean, if you take like the N1 and it's a little bit dark out,
Yeah.
like, there's these guys that run over the highway that you don't see until they're like,
Yeah. Or if you like leave, I've sometimes left early to the gym and then on the way there, you just get the sunlight in like hitting the eyeballs and then you can't see anything in front of you. So I can understand it was probably not like a
Yeah.
threat or someone just like, you know.
And Conor McGregor, like, he cycles with his shirt off a lot,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Yeah,
I'm not sure
that's-
if he had a shirt on in the video.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But like, you're not gonna see that because he doesn't have anything reflective on.
Yeah.
Like, maybe wear something reflective.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be on the road.
I think he handled it very well. I think, and he might be a tough coach. Did you see? He might be a coach
Yes,
on the
tough
Ultimate
coach.
Fighter.
I don't want to see it against Tony though.
I think they should. Okay, so
Mikey C,
who
baby.
who will be there? Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson. I think for the company it makes sense to have Tony Ferguson because that's an easy fight
Yeah.
for Connor.
It could be a tune-up fight.
It's a tune-up fight. Or you can have the guy that just hit him with a car. You know, you can have him in the mix as well. But yeah, that's gonna be very interesting. If they do that, that's gonna be a massive. I think in terms of viewership, just imagine the amount of content.
I
you're
would
gonna
imagine it would be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, tough ever.
100%.
Apart from the one he coached earlier.
Viewership wise, I think that
Maybe
will,
now, yeah.
that would do very well, depending on who they get. But Michael Chandler, I think.
Michael Chandler would be.
I think out of
an
a
incredible
fight
rivalry.
Yeah, out of a fight perspective, I think you have like these polar opposites in personality. You have like the flashy type of arrogance of the Irishman, and then you have like this humble, you know, work
Hardest
hard,
worker in the
walk
room kind of
on, you know, hashtag blessed type of Michael Chandler. So it's gonna be
Yeah, I think Michael Chandler would be a really good coach.
yeah.
Like, he
I
seems
agree.
like a guy
I think Connor
that
will.
could coach really well.
I think Connor will impress us as well. I think he'll impress us, like with his coaching style. I think he'll be quite unique and weird and creative with it.
And they
So,
both like can bring in some good guys.
yeah.
Like, especially Chandler.
Yeah.
There's some guys at Kill Cliff that he can bring
Yeah.
in that
Well,
would be so cool
You
to
know,
see.
Henry Hooft, he has there. He can bring in just training partners.
partners,
You know,
that's what I mean,
Kamaru
yeah.
Usman, Gilbert Burns. Speaking of Gilbert Burns,
Yay.
Gilbert Burns, he deserves this.
He's gonna
fight.
run through Masvidal.
He deserves this fight after what he has done this past few fights. I think he deserves a bigger payday and game bread.
Game weight
That's-
is it, and it's a good fight for Burns. It's such a good fight
yeah.
for him. I can't see him losing this fight. I
Yeah.
think something would have to go drastically wrong for him to lose to Masvidal.
Yeah.
But like I'm gonna bet a lot of money on Gilbert.
Yeah.
Like really a lot of money.
Yeah, no, that's really a great fight. I think that's awesome, and that's gonna be the co-main event on what is now announced as the middleweight rematch. So we have the rematch, and I think on social media, a lot of people are like, did people forget it was a 5-round fight, basically? Because you can almost see people write off Adesanya. Just like,
Yeah.
no, he's done, he's finished.
He's not done.
He's not, I don't think he's done. I just think, like, they still went almost 5 rounds, and he was up on the scorecards. If he just, weathered the storm for that last round, he would have won the fight. But
Do you think Pereira can find that chin again?
yeah,
Over 5 rounds.
100%. I do think so. I think he can, but
Do you think he will?
no, I don't think so. No, realistically, I think it's, in my opinion, it's 50-50 in terms of who takes that fight. I think the person who implements the game plan the best will win that fight. But it's just, it's so hard to, I think Adesanya is good enough to make adjustments after knowing what happened.
I think Pereira is as well.
I think he is, definitely. And just his sheer size as well
Yes, he's a big
is
dude.
just...
I really like Pereira, and I really hope this doesn't become a situation where Dricus fights Pereira in the future, and it's like you and Darren Till.
Yeah, it's like one of those, yeah.
But so I have a theory.
Yeah.
I have a theory why this rematch was made so quickly, and that is, I think, if Pereira wins this fight, I think he's moving up to light heavyweight,
Yes.
and taking on Jamal Hill.
That makes a lot of sense.
And that's why I want it to happen. It's like, I can keep being a Pereira fan.
yeah.
I can keep on wanting to see him run through people.
Listen, there's a lot of people like I'm fans of. I'm fans of a lot of people. If they fight Dricus, I'm not a fan
obviously,
anymore. I'm
obviously,
jumping ship. But it's just one of those. I understand why they're doing that, because I think Jamal Hill will be beatable, and I think if you look at it out of a business standpoint for the UFC, it makes sense building this scary Brazilian boogeyman as a double division champion. Yeah.
He beats Adesanya, that man, and he moves up to light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Suddenly, light heavyweight as a superstar.
Yeah, 100. Yes, definitely.
Like,
Imagine after Jones beats Khan,
he
he's
goes
like,
up another one.
he goes down. He's like, I just want to remind everyone why I am
I
the
think he would
light
beat
heavyweight.
Pereira. He would beat Pereira
100%.
easily. Like,
He'll
his
take him
wrestling is
down and
just too good.
smash
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. It's funny that you say that, but then you'll still root for Khan.
I will root for Gone. No, because Gone is even bigger. I hope he's
Yeah.
big enough to weather that wrestling storm.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I have. But at light heavyweight, there's no one that can wrestle with
Yeah.
John Jones. No one.
But that is I think Dana White announced it on a live or something like that, and that co-main and main event, that's going to be a
That'd
big card.
amazing.
And I think that's in April,
Okay.
if I'm not
Soon.
mistaken. Yeah,
It's
it's
soon.
not that far.
I'm really backing the world's greatest player writer again. Like I'm thinking Pereira finds that chin again
Yeah.
and goes 4-0.
I
Like,
think it's
he-
just not going to be as easy as it was.
No.
Well, or as people think. I think like 5
He did not
rounds.
have an easy time.
Yeah.
He did not have an easy time.
Yeah.
That was a tough fought
Yeah.
battle.
And I think it's going to be one of those edge out moments again. Yeah.
I love it though. I love it.
It's great.
He must be so deep inside Adesanya's head right now.
Yeah,
He
he
must
has
be
to
in
be.
there.
Yeah, he has to be. But it's also one of those. It's going to be cool to see, just like Kamaru and Leon, what Kamaru does. That was also a very type of weird scenario, and yeah,
I don't think Leon is as far in Kamaru's head as Pereira is in Adesanya.
at the end of the day, knockout is a knockout. though.
Knockout isn't. That is true.
That is, you need to come back from getting finished. So
That's tough.
yeah, that is tough.
That's look.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know, but
I've been finished in kickboxing before. That sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. But yeah, so we have that, and then Armin Sarukian called out Michael Chandler. I like that. When I saw
like
that,
it.
I'm a fan of Armin Sarukian. I liked him just barking up and just calling his shot. Obviously, Chandler's gonna turn that fight down. It doesn't make sense.
No.
Chandler will fight the top guys, and I think the UFC also sees him as the guys that if he's gonna fight
he is
someone,
a guaranteed
it's-
draw, guaranteed
Yeah.
banger, guaranteed people are gonna scream and just bleed. It's
Yeah.
gonna be an amazing event, and it's gonna be sold out.
But I think Sarukian is where Burns was in many ways. Is like he's gonna have to win a few times before he can get the big fight.
You know who I'm so glad is getting a big fight is Benil.
That's a big fight.
Good for you,
He
Benil.
deserves it.
So much.
100%.
So.
Charlie Olives, Benil Dariush. You have
Banger.
the cowboy from Brazil and the guy from Grey's Anatomy fighting each other. It's going to be...
I'm thinking. I don't want. Obviously, people. You could be very quick to write off Oliveira again.
Yeah.
You mustn't do that. But something I've got that I think that Dariush has got going for him is I don't think he's going to be afraid to engage Oliveira on the ground, just as Makhachev wasn't afraid of it.
Yeah.
I think he'll be more than willing to, like, drop Oliveira if he gets him dropped, because Oliveira tends to drop,
Yeah.
and then go down and continue fighting. Is he on Oliveira's jiu-jitsu level though? I doubt it.
But that's also the thing. We've seen Dariush scramble. And
can
I think he relies a lot on that. So he doesn't have to be technically as sound as Oliveira, but he can create disruptions.
It's so beautiful to watch Benil fight.
Yeah.
Watch him scramble, watch him, like, yeah, as you said, it's not like, it's not going to put on a twister. He's not going to put a twister on any top contender.
Yeah.
But the scrambles are so beautiful.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. And those leg kicks.
Oof,
in that
yeah.
last fight, man, he landed so many leg kicks, and it's just like a axe coming through all the way.
He dominated Gamrot.
Yeah.
He didn't just beat him, he dominated
Yeah,
that
he did
fight.
dominate him. And Gamrot is no slouch. You know, he's one of those guys I think the UFC wanted to build as well. And I think he can still come back. But yeah, that's
course.
gonna be a sick fight.
So excited
Yeah,
for it.
that's gonna be awesome.
I think this is the best first quarter of fights we've ever had. Like, there's just banger on banger
It's
on banger on
definitely up there. It's really up there. It's gonna be very sick. Speaking of bangers, my For You pages are full of it. Have you seen the power slap stuff? What's your thoughts?
It's retarded. I hate it. No, it's so stupid.
I think that's quite a consistent comment right through. I've seen a lot of people just not
Like,
like
calling it stupid, it isn't a strong enough word.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
I honestly, I've been knocked out. I've been knocked out in training. I've
Yeah.
been seriously injured, and it's a tough watch. I'm pretty sure there is a fan base for it, but
You have to be like the casualist of the casuals to enjoy that. Just
yeah,
like, what's the point? You know, it's not a technical thing.
Yeah.
It's not like you're showcasing your offensive and defensive skills. You're standing there with a thing behind your back.
it's literally actually
with your
the
chin up and saying, try me.
it's the guy that wins the coin toss. Like he
Yeah,
wins the
it
fight
is.
basically.
It is. It's not like, it's not a skill.
Yeah. So you're just hoping if you say heads, it's heads, so that you can go first.
Because I'm of the opinion that basically anyone can knock out basically anyone else.
Yeah.
If you land
Like
correctly,
it's pretty. Yeah.
if you land correctly, you could knock out pretty much anyone.
Yeah.
And if you're just standing with your chin up and your hands back, like you're like, okay, coin toss. Am I going out? Am I staying on my feet?
Do you think it would be more entertaining if they do those things where they like tie each other's hands? And
That's
then they
also
get-
just as
and they
stupid.
get one glove, and then they need to like basically clinch fights.
How does that take more skill than power slapping?
It does. Obviously, it's gonna have to. You're gonna have to like create angles, clinch, close up. You're gonna have to time a little bit better.
No, these other, it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
So
I
what
hate
you're
it.
saying is power slap is worse than those matches of the Russian guys in the cars.
I was just about to bring up car jiu-jitsu. I don't know. That's
and phone booth boxing.
that's what Dana White. That's what power slap is. It's putting the UFC's good name onto a circus.
That's one thing. I don't mind. So, firstly, power slap. I think I have this kind of opinion about a lot of things.
Yeah.
You do you.
You do you.
Like if you enjoy watching it, that's fine. If you enjoy doing it, that's cool
I'm not
too.
mad at it. I just think it's stupid.
I'm also not mad at it, but do not share it on the UFC's page.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Like, keep it separate.
Yeah, keep it separate.
Like, I
It's not the
understand-
same
I
fan
understand,
bases.
but I mean, the UFC has this big network and
Yeah.
millions watch it. So I understand why you would think, okay, let's get this in front of people's eyes through and like associated with the UFC, but I think it's doing more damage to the UFC than it's doing good for Power Slap.
Yeah.
Because there's no self-respecting UFC fan that's watching Power Slap thinking, I like this.
Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't make sense at all. It's yeah. I don't know. I just think who pays the medical bills, because obviously they're getting concussed every single time.
Yeah.
So, and are you a champion there? I also don't understand. Is it like a league? Is it a knockout tournament? But yeah.
I think right now it's kind of like tough.
Okay.
So they all live in a house and then they slap each other once a week. But it's like you have the least skilled champion ever.
Yeah.
Like, the champion is just going to be there, and then guaranteed at some stage he's going to lose the belt.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. There's no way that you could ever have someone dominant like GSP, like Adesanya, like Usman, like Volkanovski.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have that because it doesn't take a lot of skill to defend. Like obviously you have to slap harder than the other guy, but combat sports out of Russia, except for sambo, stupid.
Yeah, quote that. That makes that makes a lot of sense. Not like they have decent wrestling programs.
No, but wrestling didn't originate there. That's
very
what I'm
good
meaning.
boxing.
Like, stuff that
originates.
martial arts that originate out of Russia
Yeah.
are guaranteed to be absolutely stupid.
Yeah. It's like those the small people fighting and like the 9-year-olds fighting full contact.
Or the 2v1s. You have
The
like this
2v
big woman fighting against two small guys.
Two-
Like, I see a reel of it and I send it to you and I think, okay, get stupid.
Yeah, it's like a 300-pound woman fighting two of our grandsons, and
You have like alcoholic dad versus sons.
okay, back to real fighting. We have Derek Lewis.
He's
He's fighting, and he's not fighting in Texas. So bet your house.
bet the house, ladies.
Bet
and
the
gentlemen.
house. It's always fun when Derek Lewis fights because my For You page is then blessed just with one-liners and bangers and him saying Daniel Cormier has high cholesterol, and it's gonna be a fun fight.
He's in such good shape.
He's in really good shape. Yeah.
Like I saw like a screenshot comparing him after one of his fights. You can see him then and now like in training shape.
Yeah.
Like in fight week, he looks good.
Yeah.
Man. He must be about. He usually is like 270 on the night. I think he should be about like 250.
Yeah.
Like he looks really, really good.
No, I
I
think
think the gas tank is gonna be great.
yes. The power
Let's go, Lewis.
isn't going nowhere. The power is in the Popeyes chicken, and he's probably still eating that.
Yes, of course.
So yeah, that's gonna be a great fight. The rest of the card is not.
Yeah, it's there's no one really on there. There's like this one other heavyweight fight,
Marcin.
Marcin Tabura. But
I
don't know
like
his
Tabura,
opponent. I
yeah.
don't know who he's fighting. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't recognize the opponent.
Okay.
It's not a big card, but I think it's one of those where they just
It's just like it lets you check in just before.
an aperitif.
Yeah.
Before the big one.
Yeah, the big one, and we'll chat about that next week. We'll have an episode a little bit earlier because I'm pretty sure you will be placing some bets, or
I will be placing some
or your
bets.
distant cousins will be placing some bets. Yeah, I'm not placing anything, but I like to be right, so
Yeah,
we'll do a
absolutely.
prediction video about that.
As just now, I'm just gonna bring up the point. I think Volkanovski, if he beats Islam, is in that GOAT conversation.
100%.
He must be.
Yeah, he has to be. He
think-
has to be.
Yes, he's good.
He's yeah.
That's one guy that I look back on and I was like, Dan, you were 100% right on this one.
Yeah, you were. I must say, you were kind of right. I think
Kind of.
you were. No, that was one of the guys that you were a fan of before he went. You know, quite big.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I have to. You are so wrong about a lot of other shit,
But this one I'm taking home
but
with me.
Take this one home with you, Dan. You deserve it. Did you see Logan Paul? They signed Prime as the official drink sponsor.
I'm just waiting between rounds now. You know how it's always like round 3 brought to you by P3, the official
Yeah.
protein pack. I saw this thing on Instagram and it's just like Bruce Buffer. He's just gonna say, And out of the blue, Prime Hydration Recovery Station. And then say the fighter's name.
Yeah.
The red Prime Hydration Center.
I love those body armors. I'm guessing they're done now.
Done now,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're done. But they had like a light which was 20 calories, and when we got to the PI, I was like, man,
slamming
this
this.
shit is good. Yeah. So-
You could probably make a lot of money in South Africa bringing back some Prime next time.
really?
Bringing
Is
back
it
some
hard to
Prime from
get?
Vegas. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't know. But I know in like England.
Yeah, it's
They-
like sold out.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
bringing like pallets of this stuff.
I've seen that.
And then there's like lines, and it's like limited to 2 per person.
Okay.
It's like-
Okay. So
It's like super in demand. there.
I'll pack super light and then just bring back a whole suitcase of
Don't
Prime.
bring anything for anyone, just Prime.
If you want to order a Prime, it's gonna cost you 800 rand, and you don't get to pick the color. It's a surprise. So
I
please let
wouldn't
me know.
lie.
Please let me know.
They've done some good marketing because I'm so curious about how it tastes.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
I think it's pretty damn average, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, is it all marketing?
Yeah.
Or is this really like is it really like a good hydration drink on
No.
the level of something like Body Armor?
They have been, and that's also, I will be able to compare that now. I will be able to, when I come back, I'll be able to tell you either Prime is better or Body Armor was way better. I haven't tasted Prime,
Yeah.
but I'm already leaning to Body Armor just because I think if your marketing is that good,
Yeah.
there's a reason why it's that good.
Yeah. I think I really hope they don't put it on shorts or kit or anything.
Yeah, that will
Like
yeah.
you'll look like a corky if you come out with your
Prime
Prime
shorts.
shorts.
Yeah, they should not do that, please. No, but Body Armor was never on the kit, so that's
Okay,
fine.
cool.
Yeah, we'll be okay. We'll be fine. Yeah, that's gonna be cool to take. Maybe KSI and Logan Paul is at the fights. Who
Logan
knows?
Paul is the worst brother ever. Like his
yeah.
brother beefs with Dana White all the time. And I
Yes.
says, "Hey,
And they just continue.
Right.
But how? That's just a lot of just whistleblowing as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
No.
Ach, wat. He's fighting Tommy Fury though, allegedly.
Well, allegedly.
again.
And Platinum Mike Perry is the stand-in.
It's a stand-in. Okay. I hope Platinum goes in.
I really hope so too.
Platinum beat MVP.
Just imagine the scenes after the fight. Just predict the post-fight
I'm
speech.
such a Mike Perry fan. I love him. He's so stupid, but I
Yeah.
love him.
Yeah.
Like jumping through the glass window, saying the N-word because
Yeah.
he's 2% African. I love it. He is such a character.
Yeah.
Did you see that video with Tyron Woodley? Like
No.
they FaceTime.
Oh yes, yeah. I've seen that, and that was kind of a bit.
It's so funny. Like, yeah, I think most people, like, if you live in South Africa, you're probably like, I'm sure you're at least like 1 digit,
Yeah.
like ancestral African or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But don't say slurs.
Yeah. Don't do that. That's a bad idea.
Like, at what percentage does it become accept? Let's not start.
Yeah.
I would say about 90%.
Yeah. 90.
90.
Only 90.
Well, 90 is pretty high. 90 is a high number.
Yeah. That's high. Do you you're back at the gym? You're back training.
It's the best.
And,
Sparring night tonight, baby.
Are you sparring tonight? Okay, that's cool. And who's your toughest matchup when it comes to sparring specifically?
Sparring. Okay, the bigger guys with kickboxing because they hit hard.
Yeah.
But I would say on my age, Tyron.
Tyron. Okay.
Tyron goes.
Yeah.
Hand speed is incredible, and that's one guy like that I would not want to be standing across from at the
Okay.
next versus.
Yeah.
Like, good luck, bro.
Yeah, 'cause, that's he also has a very good opponent. He's fighting local from he's from Apex South, Boyd's gym. So that's gonna be a sick.
Yes. No,
That's gonna be a sick
When
fight.
we spar, and then I see him, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, let's just get it.
Yeah, let's just get it over and done with.
Yeah.
You participated in that versus Royal Rumble
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
How was that?
That was hectic, eh? Like,
Yeah.
the jiu-jitsu is so much different.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, we went, like the MMA guys, went over to the jiu-jitsu guys, and we competed on their terms.
Yes.
And obviously, like, jiu-jitsu is going to do really well in that. Now we need to flip it around.
Yeah.
Like, they need to come over and we need to have, like, a wrestling match.
Yes.
That's my idea. Like,
Start standing.
start
Start
standing.
standing. You're allowed to stand up at any time.
and just do the pin.
Yes.
I don't want anyone grabbing onto my heels, onto my knees, onto my ankles.
I saw the only thing that the Royal Rumble did, obviously, like I think the team's type of bond
Yeah.
grew closer between the two almost groups, but I also see there's like a little bit of a competitiveness
Of course,
now.
there's competitiveness. Like, we're not playing. I don't know what's like we're not playing darts.
Yeah,
Like
darts are super competitive.
yeah,
Have
I
you
mean,
watched-
okay, imagine fighting.
Yeah, no, but have you watched those darts videos?
I did.
Of that guy that I think
Or
he's
bowling.
been. I'm just gonna put in that meme of that guy. Like, I know who you are. You are. That's
Oh,
me.
yes, I saw that.
But back to darts. The important thing. There's one guy, like a chubby guy with a beard. He's been in like 6
saw him.
finals. He's been in
Yo.
the finals like 6 times, and he lost like 6 times in a row. And then this last dart
Fought this
world
hair-
championship.
He darted against like this
A
hairless
hairless
dude,
guy,
yes.
yes, and he,
No eyebrows,
and he
nothing.
finally won. He won the darts.
And in like, how do you get 9 triple 20s in a row?
Yeah, that's scary.
That is crazy.
That's like this.
I
big.
might get 1 in 1 game. 1 every 2 games.
I'm not even aiming for it, and then I try.
No, even
yeah.
me. I just go like, okay, let's hoop. Come on, hoop.
But yeah, it's the grappling did. There is not like this competitive nature, so I do think there should be a lot of cross training with those groups.
Because they had the advantage now at the Royal Rumble.
Yes, of
Now we
course.
need one where, like, we're not MMA or kickboxing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we all know who's going to win that. But just one where we have slight advantage. You know?
Yes.
Just like wrestling.
Do you think? I think they'll still do pretty well, don't you
Yeah,
think?
well, exactly.
Yeah.
They'll still do well. As
Yeah.
as the MMA guys still did well.
Well, yes.
in the
the
against
grappling.
jiu-jitsu guys, of course, everyone did well, but it's like just that slight advantage.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Jake Paul calling out MMA fighters.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just like, yes, these guys can do the same thing, and they can like get up there, but
the
the
level.
boxer's also always gonna have an advantage.
Yeah, of course.
Now we just need to flip that script a bit.
Yeah. I saw. Did you know Nicky Rod is a purple belt?
What?
I think he's like. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I saw a video of Anthony Smith
Yeah.
saying that he grappled with Nicky Rod, who in that video he says he's a purple belt, and he says after an hour and a half of grappling he wanted to give back his black belt because he felt too
saw.
bad.
I
Like,
saw.
he just felt useless. He says in the hour and a half he maybe if it was even a minute had neutral position, not even dominant, neutral position. So it's just like, if he's a purple belt, that's quite.
He deserves a black belt. Just promote him away. Like, stop making the rest of us feel bad.
It's like when you ask Drake, it's like, yo, what belt do you have? He's like, no, none.
None.
And he tapped 5 black belts in a row by himself at a quintet match.
Yeah.
So it's just like, do you then give that guy his black belt? I don't like. How does that?
I don't know how you can be like a ADCC top 5 guy
Yeah.
and not have a black belt. Like, if you make ADCC top 5,
Yeah.
like, you deserve your black belt.
Well, like my last opponent was a 2-stripe 10th planet brown belt, and I only found that out afterward. So does that mean I can finally get my blue? Like, how does this work? I'm just curious.
Yeah, you don't have a belt,
Yeah, I don't have a belt.
but where would you rank yourself? Like, if you walked into a jiu-jitsu gym now,
Yes.
a gi,
Yes.
and you had to wear a belt in, like, realistically, don't undersell yourself. No, one stripe white belt. Like, what would you actually think you would walk in as? Should walk in as?
I think probably a blue.
A blue. Okay.
Yeah, I think blue is
Blue
fair.
is fair. Okay.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. 10th planet brown belts.
I think I think blue belts is fair.
Yeah, because we just said Nicky Rod's purple, and you can't put
Yes,
yourself
yeah,
near
I
that
can't. We can't be in the same
bracket.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Nicky Rod, pull up, my
Yeah,
man.
okay.
Yeah, what?
But you're doing kickboxing.
Yeah. We are boxing first, and then we're slap fighting afterwards,
You would lose that fight.
and then I'm hitting you with my car.
That fighting's easy. Like, the bigger guy, you could probably put money on just the
the bigger
oak to
guy.
win.
Yeah,
What
it's just like
do you want from me?
there's this very I don't know the study. I'm not gonna pretend like I read studies, but about these rats, and if the rats is like on average 10% bigger than all the other rats, it will win in a fight almost every single time.
Oh, wow.
So the bigger rats need to sometimes lose. I think it's like 1 out of every 7 times. He needs to just like pretend like he's losing
Yeah.
so that the rest of the rats still play with him.
Oh, wow.
And that will apply to training as well. Like you can't just hurt your friends the whole time. So Nicky Rod,
Be the 1 out of 7 times.
yeah, please. And we'll make sure there's enough cameras.
Ja. Oh, heerlijk, Kate. Oh, yes. Did you see South Africa is getting its own Presley's boxing night with TikTok influencers? Oh my
I've
goodness.
heard of I've heard this once or twice. I don't know what
You could
this
not
is.
pay me to go watch a fight
What?
in
Okay,
Presley's.
but what is it? What? Do you know what it is?
There's a bunch of guys from TikTok that know
Okay.
nothing about fighting that's fighting.
Okay.
So it's, off the top of my head, Dr. Phillips, I think.
Okay.
You know who that is.
Remind me quickly. Who's that?
He's like this Zev Middelburg oh.
Okay.
And then his videos just consist of him going, "Ek's lus vir 'n maklike fight. Pull up." And then
Okay.
yeah, very
So he's
irritating.
actually fighting now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. And then I saw some other Tipix guys also
Oh
fighting.
yes, I saw that guy in real life. He weighs about 2 bricks and a cheese. Like, he's
Okay.
like, not a big guy. And
I
then-
saw some of those TikTok boxes or whatever you want to call it. Some of them were actually at the gym.
at ours.
Yeah.
Regtig?
Yeah, they were there. I don't focus on that.
You're not gonna go to Presley's.
I've
eh?
agreed to that. They're on the boxing side as well. I don't know what they're busy with, but that's interesting.
Yeah.
Would you like how many TikTok boxers will you fight in one night? If it's MMA, like
If
for
it's
reals.
MMA?
Yes. Like
Okay.
those, like Tipix and that
No, a
other
few.
doctor guy.
Definitely a few. I would
Okay.
back myself against like at least 5.
At least 5 back to back.
Okay, how much break do you have?
You'll have like 10 to 15 minutes break in between fights.
Okay, how much would you back yourself against? Because I felt like I went a bit high. No, but I mean, like I feel confident.
Oh
that
no,
I could-
at least like of that
group,
that
that group.
and that skill wise, those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, at least 67.
Like, I'm thinking now, it's okay. How many rounds can I go and just like do MMA sport?
Yeah.
Like I've done hard double distance. You've done hard double distance, and those are against guys that can. Every
Yes.
minute a new guy.
Of course.
Like I think guys of that skill take down.
Yeah, I
Take
think
down.
you finish them quite quickly,
Yes.
which will definitely help in recovery and help
Listen,
Pull-
call me
pull up that number quite a bit.
Jusha Nurmagomedov. Sipping one and we're shooting. That's it.
Okay. And just like strictly boxing. If you had to box,
Boxing would be tough.
do you think so?
Because
No.
I can't. I struggle with
I've-
I struggle not using my legs.
I've seen videos of those guys train. I don't think that would be hard at all.
Yeah.
That it's gonna be tough to watch. I think it's not gonna be a fun event.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Presley's fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be the classic.
It's so. I mean, I'm here for it. I'm here for the entertainment value.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I'll probably check who won.
Well-
Maybe see a few highlights.
Let's put that to the test. We are now formally calling out every single South African TikTok boxer. Pull up, my guy.
Yeah.
And let's see.
We'll
if
go in a bracket
you guys
format.
can create like a small team, get matching shirts, and we'll bring our
C team.
we'll bring our C team. we are the seamen.
Yeah.
And with that, thank you very much. Please be careful if you're riding a bicycle. Don't get hit by a car. And stay blessed. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to watch all the other episodes, it's now on all podcast platforms and it's also on YouTube. Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers. Baie hard gegaan. Ja, ek moes vir Dr. Phillips.